Hey there, Vinny from Project Frugal. Another fortnight, another episode of Road to 100k. We're getting there, slowly. Let's check it out. Straight into it then. $37,894.81. That's the investment into stocks and shares, plus $4,438.10 into the wallet, making a grand total of lots. Let's go over here. We'll check out how much lots there is. $42,336.95. So that's an increase in the last fortnight. We put another $1,000 in. Wow, it's an increase of $659. So if you take the $1,000 that we put in, we've actually lost $341. And all of that was because of the banking crisis over in the US. Scared the markets. The markets are rebounding now. And as you can see on here, we've had a fantastic day. $607.22. So if it wasn't for that amount today, we would have lost pretty much $1,000. Anyway, back over here, let's go and have another look here. There has been a couple of payouts today. One of the payouts was our first drip on Contact Energy, where we purchased a massive 2 shares. We'll go and have a look at that. We've actually opted out of Contact Energy now because it's a bit difficult to try and calculate the numbers in terms of the dividend reinvestment. There's a slight saving, but it's pretty minimal, especially on the numbers that we are talking about here. Yeah, very minimal. So we gained, because we owned 126 shares, we gained a whopping 2 shares. And these shares at the moment are worth about $7.80 roughly, New Zealand dollars. So 2 times that. Not a big deal. I just wanted to see what it was like. Yes, it might be slightly cheaper by doing the dividend reinvestment plan into this particular company, but not really that great, really, to be honest. It's neither here nor there. And because we don't actually have the numbers, it makes it very difficult to calculate it. So I had to manually calculate those numbers to add them into this application here, which wasn't necessarily easy, but we did it. So that's the payouts today. Briscoe's Group, $33.66 roughly, and Contact Energy, $16.06. These numbers are approximate. They are not necessarily set in stone. If we go over to the dividends for the month and for the year, we're going to have a look there. So no more dividends coming out in March, but we've almost got to $400 on this portfolio for March, which is a fantastic effort. Second only to December last year, almost $400 again. So at this stage, April is tracking for $126.42. I'd expect that to actually grow from there, because we've probably got some other companies that are going to pay out in April that are not listed currently or haven't supplied a dividend. Let's go and have a look, see if we can find any here. Do we have any? We've got this one here. No, that one paid out in March, the Colonial Motor Company. Normally they would pay out in April. We've got Meridian Energy. They also paid out in March. That's not looking promising, is it? Who else have we got here? We've got Turners. Okay, they're going to pay out $37.55. And by the looks of it, the Warehouse, who have been doing poorly in recent weeks, they should pay something out as well. So hopefully we'll get some money out of both of those two, which will boost our dividends for April. And maybe we can get maybe $200, $250, something along those lines for the month, which will be okay. That's not too bad. That's a good start. We'll go back to the company summary. We'll just see what else we can see. So like I said before, a fantastic day there, $607.22. Let's check out the NZX50 charts here, and we can see the week. Well, it's been a fantastic week. The fortnight, it's dropped massively, and then it's made a bit of a comeback here. What else have we got there? It really depends on which stock you own, really, and in terms of what the market's doing. So the last 6 months, it's been definitely creeping upwards, definitely been steadily going up. It's had a bit of a dip. I think potentially it might be on another upward spiral here, so we just got to hold the cards to the chest, as the saying goes. Up and down, up and down, up and down. Let's go into the share allocation. And financial services dropping now. It was up over 50% at one stage. We do have $4,438 in the wallet. Next fortnight, that will be over $5,000. We'll buy the $15 shares he's planned. We'll spend all of the $5,000. We'll be leaving whatever else, any other dividends that have gone in there. We're going to max it out to $5,000 and maybe leave 500, 600, whatever's in there at the time. For the next round, when we do the same thing again, we'll buy $5,000 worth of shares. I don't know what we're going to buy yet. Whatever we do, it's only going to cost $15. Then we'll immediately cancel the plan. We'll be paying 0.3% in fees, which is actually cheaper than what we would have been paying had we been on the old Sharesies thing where I think it was 0.5% up to, was it $3,000? And anything over $3,000, it was 0.1%, which is great if you want to buy one particular stock. We don't really want to do that. We want to spread the load around a little bit. Yeah, they've got some other options as well where you can set up some auto invest, things like that, and kind of use that money while you've got it, which is not necessarily going to cost you any more. But we're just going up to the $5,000. I'm pretty happy with that. At the end of the day, it's going to cost $15, which is not a lot of money in the big scheme of things for an investment that's just going to be sitting and holding. And if we have a look at some of the things that happened today, Australian Foundation Investment Company, that went up 2.89%. ANZ Bank, 2.68%. These are great gains. I don't know what happened in the market. I haven't actually been looking to see what happened in other world markets. Barramundi, which invests in Australian stocks, 2.9%. Contact Energy, another good gain there, 1.17. Well, everything is pretty fantastic. I mean, Fletcher Building, 4.38. Now, according to the price target there, it's undervalued at the moment and should be worth $6.26. So there is a bit of a headway. So that's probably one of the ones that we might look at there, even though overall it's lost $72.89 in terms of this particular portfolio. I believe there will be good scope for this stock to move up. But I'm no expert. I'm not going to go and look at balance sheets and calculate numbers and all that sort of stuff. And Denise certainly doesn't want to do that. So we'll just pick whatever we think is the best on the day. If we have a look at some of these other stocks here, yep, there's some fantastic gains there. On the stocks that went down, we've only got New Zealand Motor Company Limited, 0.89%. Spark went down 0.4%. Turners went down 2.33%. Now, I'm not sure if they've released any findings or any company statements on how much they made or lost or what have you, but maybe they have, and maybe it's not favourable to the market, hence why they've dropped. Or possibly, yeah, they should be going ex-dividend very shortly because they are due to pay out in April. And if we have a look at the transactions page here, what we've done with the DRIP process is we have put it in as a dividend payment, $16.39, because that's how much it panned out to be. And then we've essentially bought the 2.1 shares that we got at, I had to average out the share price and work it all out and all the rest of it. No transaction fees for the DRIP, so that is a bonus. We may do it in the future when, well, who knows, maybe when we've got a lot more money into some of these stocks and more of them are offering DRIPs. Maybe Sharesies will improve the reporting that they've got to actually show how many shares you got and what price you paid for them. If they did that, yeah, we'd probably stick with it and it'll make it a lot easier. So this is a way we've done a workaround to get the numbers into this particular application so we can figure out what's going on. And finally, looking at the actual losses of the portfolio. So at one stage it was positive. That was quite a long time ago now, I'd have to say, but at the moment it's $5,779 in the red or in the black. I can never remember which. I think it's in the red. It will recover over time and I'm quite confident of that. We've put in 48 payments so far. We're up to 42,000. Yeah, so another, 52 fortnights to go, and we will have put in $100,000 into this portfolio. The dividends will keep tuning out, the market will recover, and the market will rebound, and by the end of it, in another 52 fortnights, which is literally 2 years to go, whoop-de-doo, I would expect that we will have made a profit. How much that profit is, I've got no idea. Could be $1,000, could be $20,000. We'll just have to wait and see. But I'm reasonably confident that we will make a profit. Could be even more. Who knows? Looking forward to it. Well, there we go. A bit of a market drop, then a bit of a recovery, especially in the last 2 or 3 days, especially the last 2 days, and especially today. We're just got to keep going on this road to 100K. So I hope you enjoyed this. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. Let us know what you're investing in, and we'll catch you in the next video. See you later.